So what you have to do is go on my page, make sure that we have audio because we should have audio. We're getting there. We're chugging. We're chugging along. There we are. Hit that and make sure we have audio, please. We have audio. Yes. Guys, oh my gosh. If you're just joining us tonight, we are 100% prepared to make the simplest, most healthy pasta you've ever seen in your life. And the only reason why we're making it, we came home super hungry yesterday.
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday, starving because we just finished a half marathon. It was a very tough course, very challenging course. We came home, we were starving, we felt like pasta, and I whipped us the most amazing pasta up in minutes. And we wanted to share it with you guys because
Yes.
it actually turned out really good.
It is very
Yes. Yes, Lauren, we are actually late from being early, if that makes sense. We we legitimately had some major issues, but we have microphones now and we can split up and still talk and hopefully y'all can hear us. We both have microphones now. Yes. Okay. Are you almost done on your phone? We're, guys, we are a hot freaking mess tonight. That's what's going on here. And I think we might be we might be we might be covered. Yes.
every weekend because we are old.
Yes, and old people go to bed early if you didn't know. No, it's just it,
Think some people stay up late and get up late.
no. I get up like at 4:30 and get
And get
up super early. So yeah, so the idea is we're sitting around like, oh man, I cannot wait to finish the live and go to bed. And I'm like, who says we have to have it at 8 o'clock? Let's have it at 7 o'clock. Most people watch this on the replay anyways. But we got to quit talking about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. We're making some really cool pasta tonight. We got some cool stuff to share with you. And I had two people email me, want to know how to do a half marathon. And it's actually a really simple answer. We're totally prepared to do this. So I hope you're into it. No, not well, because I'm going to make the idea that it doesn't matter if it's a half marathon. It's all relative. But you kind of gave that away. Now you stole my thunder. Um,
so there.
yeah.
See?
Oh, huh. Yeah, Tricia, 4:30. I have to get up earlier. I don't have time to work out. So, or sometimes I work in my office until I go to work. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I think we're fighting some kind of cold throat thing, or we were just outside in cold air yesterday. But all that said, we got to start making our food. And um
Should introduce ourselves really
we should.
fast.
But you know what I'm doing right now?
Well,
Since they changed this whole friggin' thing, I don't even know where to tell you what camera to put on. No, it's seriously, it's bad. It's really bad because I don't know what to do. We have to stall them. I know, but where does it? I don't know where it is.
Oh,
Oh, it's right here. Wait, let's test it. Oh, this is so dumb. Where is it? Absolutely ridiculous.
stage.
What? Oh my gosh, guys, this is going to be a freaking nightmare. Did it really say that we're muted?
Go back to it and then
Hold
what?
on. Let me oh my gosh. This is awful. So, wait, are you saying we're muted? Oh, wait. Is that it? Are we
There,
muted?
there.
Wait, do we know if we're muted?
It's
Oh, we're not muted. Yay. Okay, see these little things. Guys, sorry. They upgraded this account and everything is moved. My bad. Okay, let's go.
see the chance.
You will in 2 seconds. Maybe you won't. I don't know. And I'm Tim Kaufman, and we're a hot freaking mess. But we run a page called Fat Man Rants. Together, we have lost 290 pounds. More importantly, we live a happy, healthy, and active life on a whole food, plant exclusive lifestyle. We come to you guys on Sundays at 7 o'clock. Now, because we like to share little tips and little advice, stuff that's helped us along our journey. This journey is a very simple one, but doesn't make it always easy. But we know if we did it,
You can do it
Yeah.
too.
yeah. And that was awful. This day is getting worse. We should get out of here. I cannot hear. Heather's breaking up. Oh my gosh. So we have like a feedback thing here. Heather, can you talk?
Hello, Suzanne.
You look like you're talking. Her audio is cutting out, so she didn't spoil it. Yeah, but that's not good if your audio is cutting out. I think we should just go for it and see what happens. So I'm going to put this camera on since you need to see your chats. You can put the chats back here. And if people could, so your audio is still,
Kathy said we're good.
seems like can hear her if she leans forward. Okay, so you got to talk into the microphone. I got to go cook.
Is this any better, Lynn?
Okay, it doesn't matter. And it's great that I'm mic'd because I have a cold, so that's even going to be better. All right, so here's what I'm doing. A lot of times when I'm cooking, I try to cheat because I don't have a whole lot of time. So what I'm going to do, if the water's all not gone, I have some water that's boiling. I want to make like a pasta dish, but I'm too lazy to get a whole bunch of stuff out, and I don't want to cook a lot. So here's what I'm going to do. I have some peas here, and I think we put the whole thing in, right?
Yep.
I'm going to put, so I have some boiling water on the stove. I put some peas in there. We have been using a lot. I'm losing my voice. Oh my gosh. My students are going to love me this week. We've been using a lot of matchstick carrots. I'm going to put about a half a bag of matchstick carrots in here. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm going to crank my heat up. And then, well, that's heating up. I'm going to take this pepper and I'm just going to dice it really quickly. Can you guys hear me okay? So I'm going to run my knife through this really fast. I'm going to make short work of this. We should have timed this. We're having a very bad night. So I guess we can just relax and not have to like rip through this. Any comments about audio?
Well, it said good for now.
Okay.
Yes, they can hear you, Claudia. Hi, Claudia.
Okay. I wonder if they can hear you.
Maybe it was because we were sitting too close together.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe my mic was picking you up. I don't know. But anyways, here's my lovely peppers, and I'm going to throw them into my water as well. So this should come up to a super quick boil fast. So what I'm going to do is I have some peas, I have some carrots, and I have a bell pepper that's diced up. And I'm going to use this pasta here. This is actually a chickpea pasta. We did this yesterday with whole wheat pasta, whichever you prefer. If you're looking for higher protein, the peas and the chickpeas will give you a nice high protein pasta. I do believe the chickpea pasta is a little more calorically dense, but at any rate, oh, by the way, this is really clean. This is just chickpeas and tapioca starch. So it's a pretty clean thing. I want to make sure, especially since I'm using this, that my water does come back up to a boil. Because if you put this in and the water's not boiling, they tend to mush down quick. I only want to cook this for about 6 to 8 minutes. So we might have to swap the camera back. I'm not sure.
And everybody said they can hear everything. Hello, Joyce. It's good to see you again today. And hi, Kathy.
I totally could put an onion in here as well. But Heather didn't want an onion tonight, so we're not having an onion in there. So there you go. So I can hear this is coming up to a boil. And ish, I'm going to leave it. So here's what's going to happen. That's going to come up to a boil. I'm going to put my noodles in there, and I'm going to cook the noodles, the vegetables all together. When the noodles are done, that means my carrots will be cooked, my peas will be cooked, my bell peppers will be cooked. I can drain everything, put it in a bowl. I'm going to add some halved cherry tomatoes, a little nutritional yeast, a little onion powder, a little liquid aminos, and we have ourselves a meal in under, like literally under 10 minutes, like way under 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in right now.
And get the glasses on. Ingredient added after the pepper. What did you put in after the pepper? The noodles? What? The matchstick carrots? Maybe you got. Hopefully you heard. You saw the matchstick carrots. Matchstick carrots. What's in there? Let's do it again.
The carrot and the bell pepper. I brought that back up to a boil. Now I just put my noodles in. They're going to come up to a boil. I'm going to turn it down to about medium, and I'm going to let them cook for about 6 to 8 minutes. When I get them out, I'm going to dump the whole thing, and then I'm going to season it, and it's going to be so delicious and so good. In fact, let me get these going.
And hello, Claudia, too.
Claudia, too.
Two Claudias today.
Yes. So I'm going to take some of these cute little cherry tomatoes. Oh, you had a little thing out for me? Sorry. I'm going to cut these the long way. I don't know why. I'm just feeling that they should be in the long way today. All right, we'll flip the camera while this is cooking. I just want to make sure those come up to a boil. If you want. Well, okay. The little arrows, yeah.
Did it. This is Mrs. Fat Man Ranch Show. No, just kidding.
Can they hear you?
Can you hear me okay now?
Can you hear me now?
Don't you talk. I'm talking. Oh, always something new. New technology, always something new to learn.
Okay, I'm coming. Here we go. Noodles are boiling. Let's set a timer. 6 minutes, go. We have 6 minutes to talk.
Think you can.
No, I'm literally losing my voice. So we have 6 minutes. So, yeah, I hope Heather keeps cutting out. Dang. Heather is clear. These microphones were not cheap either. Holy crap. That's all right. No, I don't think that's it. Heather is clear. Heather is cutting out. What are you doing? Are you cutting out or not? Okay, the pasta has 5 minutes and 20 seconds. So we're going to try to talk about this in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I had 2 people email me, and it was really, both of them were very vague. Like, how do I run a half marathon? Well, you put one foot in front of the other until you hit 13.1 miles. There you go. Cutting out again. Heather, why don't you take your microphone off and just hold it? Like, nope, you're gonna have to hold it. That's what the content creators do. There you go. No, it really is. Oh, I have those. So could you ask if people can hear you now? Can you hear her now? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, so someone wanted to know how to run a half marathon. And the truth is, this stuff is all very, very relative. Would you agree? In the microphone, would you agree? Yes, you would agree. What do I mean by that?
I don't
Hmm.
know. Why don't you just talk tonight? How about that?
Very aggravated. You know what we could do? We could share. Let's share. Let's share mine. But mine doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. Mine doesn't even have a light on it. So whose microphone is actually working? I can't even change microphones. So we got to keep these both because it appears that mine is off and yours is actually on. Okay, we're going to get through this really quickly. I am so sorry. We have no way to test this unless we're live. So there's a good chance that mine is actually cutting out because the light's not even on.
Okay.
All that said, I'm going to try to do this really fast. So whether it's a half marathon, a 50 miler, a 100 miler, or a 5K, the truth is it's all very relative. And I would say that the first mile I ever ran was the hardest mile.
Correct.
And there's a key, there's this key thing that goes for any of this stuff. It's really like pushing yourself a little bit more each time, while getting proper rest recovery so you don't get injured. So what I mean by that, you know, for me, I ran a half marathon yesterday, and the reality is that was probably just as hard as the first time I ever walked a mile. So it's probably not the best question. How do I do X, Y, Z? The question really should be is how do I progress? Right? How do I progress? Because you can't just wake up one day and like do this crazy thing. So here's the thing. Let's of course you'll get hurt. Right. So I'm going to say the secret sauce, if there is a magic pill for this, it's consistency. Correct. Consistency is king for all of this stuff. So to run a 5K, it takes
consistency.
To run a 10K, and so on and so forth. And you get where we're going with this. So the key is to be consistent. So again, it's like everything else. This is a simple idea, but sometimes it's difficult to act out. So what are some things? I feel like we do this all the time. What are some things we can do to help us stay consistent?
Get a training plan.
Get a training plan. Get it on the calendar. Get it on the calendar and get it done early. That's for me. When someone asks why I get up at 4:30, if I don't get it done in the morning, my day's gonna get crazy and it's gonna slip away.
Even though free time, I still like to get up and get it done in the morning.
Right.
If that's that's for us, but you have to do what works for you.
So get it on the calendar. What else?
So get it on the calendar, get a training plan, put that on your calendar. Maybe you might want a friend to do it with you.
Okay, accountability. Hold on, don't get too crazy. So yeah, accountability is huge. That might look like a coach. It might look like a running club. Mm-hmm. It might look like a text in the morning with someone. It might look like a Facebook group in a Fat Man Rants challenge where you're just checking in every day. I don't think it's as good as accountability as in person, but it's helpful. Okay, so we have get it on the calendar, which is basically a plan. We have get some accountability. And I would say, just like food, I'm going to say the number one thing is preparation. You got to be prepared. So how can we be prepared? Say the night before.
Get your running clothes out, have them right out, set on your dresser, wherever you get ready, have everything out.
Correct. Now, in my mind, okay, so that's cool. So those are 3 tips that I think are really important. Get a plan, get it on the calendar. It's a thought that becomes a thing. Second thing, find somebody to either go on the journey with you, find a like-minded person that you can kind of buddy up with, get some type of accountability that's not like, yeah, I should do that. It actually involves a second person. The third thing, which I think is the most important, be prepared. And whatever that looks like for me, if I don't have my clothes out the night before, I know what's going to happen because I get up, it's pitch black. I don't want to wake Heather up. I don't want to fumble through my dresser drawers. So if stuff's not at the end of the bed, it's not going to happen. Right. Okay. Right now, the only thing I can think about is how the heck I'm going to go dump those noodles, hold this mic, not get burned, and then cook while I'm talking with two microphones. One works, one doesn't. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Okay. What training plan? So if you go online and actually search training plans, there's a ton of freebies out there.
So don't be afraid. If you do get a training plan, also you can kind of alter it a little bit to suit your needs of when you want to run. Because sometimes I might need to I do like long runs on the weekend, but sometimes I might have to move them. I might have to ship them around. But also there's so much information out there now. You can find books out there. You just type in everything and you'll get all the information that you need. Does that
just keep those
sound good?
Keep
okay.
Talking.
Keep them talking. All right. But now I can't switch. You only have to. Let's see. What else?
They could use ChatGPT.
You could use ChatGPT, Tim said, if you have that available.
Bust you out a plan.
To write up a plan for you. But I do, if you are beyond the 5, if you are starting with the 5K, the 5K, that's an excellent program. If you're further along, you want to try to keep your long runs to the, you want to make sure you hit those long runs. Get your small runs during the week, but you really need to also make sure that you hit those long runs. They are very important.
All right. Keep talking.
Hey, Mary.
Oh.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't overdo.
Yes, definitely. Safety is the most important part of it.
And that's why having a plan helps as well.
Having a plan for audio also helps too. I have no clue how I'm doing this. So I really think that the blue one is working. Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. They're new. So this is what happens. I have 2 mics on me now. So this is what I have here. This is what it looks like. It's super hot. So basically, if you're just joining us, I have some peas, I have some carrots, and I have a bell pepper diced up in here. I'm going to add some halved cherry tomatoes in here. And this is where we get really super technical. I'm going to put a splash of liquid aminos in here. It's almost like a soy sauce. I'm going to take a little bit of onion powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of black pepper so I don't get in too much trouble. Red pepper would be great on here. And then lastly, one of my favorite things is just a bit of nutritional yeast. And that's going to give it a nice, like, cheesy flavor. And again, we had so many technical difficulties that it really sucked. But the reality is this took under 10 minutes. I can feed my entire family this. It's actually super delicious. You got veggies in here. You got a ton of protein from the chickpeas and the peas, and it looks delicious. Let me get a plate, and I'll plate this up for you. What do you think? This plate? This looks like a fancy plate. This is a perfect plate, and we'll get some of this. I won't even scoop it out. I'll just like boom. This is a big old plate. So, okay, it doesn't look that great on the plate because I don't really have time to make it look pretty. I would cut some nice parsley leaves up in here. But this is
what it looks like. Can they see that? Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Here's what's super cool about this. The reason how this recipe got born is this is all we had left in our refrigerator. But the truth is, you could do crumpled tofu, you could do black olives, you could do celery, you could do onion, you could do zucchini, literally whatever you want. The key that I wanted to show you is cheating by using the same boiling water to cook all my veggies as I did the pasta. It saves so much time, it saves so much cleanup. Everything was done in one pot, and really, we didn't blow up the kitchen at all. Super easy, super convenient. I do this stuff a lot. I actually do this with rice as well. I like to put my veggies while the rice is cooking. Sometimes right before it's done, I'll throw in some frozen broccoli to kind of blanch it down. I wouldn't want to cook the broccoli the whole time the rice is there, but the idea is that it works very well for cheating with that hot water. Yes.
Chickpea pasta.
Chickpea pasta. Let me get the box. This is the box.
And you can use elbow noodles. You can use whole wheat noodles, whatever you have available.
Yes.
Make it yours.
Yesterday we did whole wheat noodles and it was delicious. So it'll be interesting to try the chickpea noodles today. This is so versatile. I don't even want to give you a recipe. I just want to show you the idea. Add a little extra water when you're cooking your pasta. Add your vegetables in there. Drain it all together. Season it up and eat it. It saves so much. It's literally faster than getting fast food. I believe that. I will race someone.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to come over to my house, don't do that. That'd be weird.
Not right now.
And we could have a race. You go get fast food. I'll make this. I guarantee you I'm done before you. I can eat cheaper this way. I can feed my kids. Everyone's happy. Yes.
Suzanne lives close to us, but not tonight, Suzanne.
Okay, here's our microphones that don't work.
All right. Now we have to flip
Can you
this
fold
back.
them up?
Yes, I will.
Guys, this is never going to happen again.
All right.
That's the one. So
There you go.
we got these fancy microphones because we thought it would be easier so you guys could hear both of us. And what we found out is we got to figure out how the frig day works, you guys. Yeah.
And if these this program would stop changing things on us and leave things the way we like them, we wouldn't have to try to figure all that out too.
And we're not cheap. Like we're these programs and stuff they cost money. And I think what happens is when you have a subscription, they want to upgrade it and make you feel good, like you're getting more for your money. But every time they upgrade, they actually switch sides this time. So the stuff that used to be on that side of the screen is now this side of the screen. It's a mess.
Another night, Suzanne. Sounds great.
Yes. Okay. So here's what we did tonight. We took carrots, peas, and a bell pepper. We threw it in our water before we boiled our pasta. Once it came back to a boil, we put our pasta in. We boiled it for about 6 minutes. We drained the whole thing, dumped it into a pot, added some cherry tomatoes. You could put salsa in there, whatever you want.
Ooh,
We put a splash of liquid aminos, some onion powder, some pepper, just randomly picked those, stirred it all up and served it. It's a delicious meal. It's fast, it's healthy, and it's cheap. Then we talked about whatever, half marathon, 5K, whatever. The three keys were get it on the calendar and get a plan, get some accountability from another person,
Consistency.
and being prepared. Yes, those are the three things. Yeah, well, we said, yeah, you're right. I should have backed up. We said that whatever it is, whether it's 100-mile ultra, a 5K, or to walk your dog around the corner, these things will only happen through consistency. And if you're seeing a theme here, that's the only way you're going to stay on plan with food is being consistent. In fact, if you want really good relationships, you need to be consistent. And if you want a really good financial situation, you need to be consistent. If you want to learn a lot, you need to be consistent. Do you guys see what's happening here? Consistency is the key, and no one wants to hear that. because it's not magic. You don't have to watch another podcast. You don't have to read another book. You just have to do what works. It's not always fun, and repeat it. Correct. And we are going to start being more consistent in testing new equipment.
Pet time
Yeah, but I don't know how we're going to do it.
to do it.
We should be guests on someone else's show and let them screw everything up. All right, people. Sorry about all the situations today. We may be deleting this video, but the pasta is going to be amazing. And we're done before 8 o'clock.
So we'll be back next week at 7. Maybe we'll get a chance to test everything out beforehand.
Yes. If not, we have the old microphone.
Yes.
So until next week, Heat Plants.
Move your
All you got to do is a little more than you did yesterday.